In today's video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you should be setting up your Facebook ads in 2024. Now, I've spent a ridiculous amount of money on behalf of my clients and myself this year so far, and in the last 365 days, I've generated over $35 million for my clients through what I'm about to show you. This is the building blocks, the foundations, exactly what you need to get started in 2024. And the reason I say in 2024 is because things have changed and it's a lot more about creative than it is specific targeting. Now, if you're used to running Facebook ads back in the day, 2017, 18, it was more about the targeting that you did, the specifics of what you did in the ad account, and less actually about the creatives. But of course, a great creative does help. These days, it's very much flip reverse, and the creative does a lot of the targeting for you. So we're going to walk through the entire process of how you should set up your first ad campaign. We're going to jump right into the screen here. So first of all, you're going to come to this page here once you click on create. And what we're going to go for is sales. So you don't want to choose any of these objectives here. Awareness, engagement, they're going to bring you vanity metrics and they won't bring you any sales. We want to go straight for sales, and we're going to click on continue here. Now it's going to bring you to a screen where it says recommended Advantage Plus shopping campaign. This is a relatively new feature that Facebook brought out recently, and to be blunt, it is not a great feature at all unless your brand has been running for a significant amount of time. You need at least 100 purchases on the pixel, which they don't tell you. I would actually recommend more than 300 purchases on the pixel before you start working with this. So we're going to click on create manual sales campaign, and then we're just going to click continue. Now, what's going to happen here is it's going to bring up your campaign level, and it's going to ask you if you would like to turn on Advantage campaign budget. What this will do is if you give Facebook loads of different targeting options, it will choose the best targeting option based on the data that it pulls in from running the ads over time. You want to make sure that this is off, and if you have a catalog and you have your shop set up, great. Most people won't have this, so we're just going to turn this off. But if you do have your catalog set up, then that would be great. You can turn on the catalog there, and then you can go ahead at the ad level and add your catalog in the specific product that you're showcasing. So we're just going to name this cold, broad, and then, there it is, creative test, right? And then we are just going to make sure that all of these are unticked, and then we're going to click next. Now what you want to do is click website. You don't want to go for any of these other objectives, and you want to go for your pixel here. Make sure that you've got your pixel set up. If you haven't got your pixel set up, pause this video, go ahead and watch another video on how to set up your pixels. A very simple process. But when we come to the conversion event, very simply, we're going to click on purchase. Now you might get that message that I just got there that says ad set may get 0 purchases. This is just because this ad account I'm using here is actually a test ad account, and yours will probably be in a similar place unless you've already had some recent purchases. So you want to click purchase. You want to turn off dynamic creative if it's on automatically. Facebook are actually removing this option, and when Facebook brought it out, I didn't think it was a great option. They've tested it for a few months, wasted a lot of people's money, and now they're taking it back, which is nice of Facebook. So we're going to keep this off here, and then we're going to come to the daily budget. I would recommend just starting off with $25, £25, euros a day. If you have more to spend, then great. You just want to bring down the time frame that you test for. So I would go for, you just want to bring down the amount of time that you test for. So what I would do here is let this run for 72 hours. We'll go into what you're going to do after this once we've gone through the setup, but with 25 a day, generally run for 72 hours before making any changes. Then we're going to come down, we are going to set our location, and that is the only targeting you're going to do. Facebook's going to say you can use Advantage Plus Audience. We do not want to use this, but typically it will come set up like this. So you want to click on switch to original audience options. So then click use original audience. And now what we're going to be able to do is just go completely broad and let Facebook do the work. With Advantage Plus Audience, it uses past pixel data. So if you already have a load of pixel data, a load of purchases, then great. It will give you this, which looks very tempting, up to 33% lower cost per result. They are trying to push this product to see how it works. In my experience, it doesn't work as well as going broad, and I don't want you to waste a single penny. So we're going to keep this completely broad, and yes, we're going to keep Advantage Plus placements on. All this is going to do is put your ads across every place that they could be, and then it's going to find out exactly where your ad performs best. This is better than just choosing feed videos or choosing reels. It's going to choose it eventually for you, but it just means that you can get a lower CPM, lower cost per click, and inevitably through those two metrics, a lower cost per purchase. So now we're going to click on next. You want to make sure that your Facebook and Instagram is already connected, and then you want to come down to create ad. So what we're going to do here is we are just going to add in media. So I'm going to go with statics here and just add in this creative. You want to click next and then next again. Just to note, when you are running these type of campaigns, or any campaign really with statics and videos in, you do not want to do that at all. What you actually want to do is have a separate campaign for statics, and then you want to have a separate campaign for video. If you put the two together, the algorithm gets very, very convoluted and doesn't perform well. In most cases, it just completely gets rid of the statics before they've even spent over £1 or $1. So then click on done. And what we want to do here is then click on the primary text, and you want to put in your ad copy here. Now I'm going to put together a video on how you can do some copywriting. So now we're going to put in our primary text here, which is our copy. And I'm just going to put, just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put test in here just to walk you through it. But what I did do recently is record a video where I show you exactly how you can get world-class ad copy using ChatGPT. I'll actually put the link at the end of this video and in the description so that you can utilize that. It's what I do for all of my ads so that I don't end up getting this ChatGPT style copy. I actually end up getting copy which is in the style of Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, these type of characters. So we're just going to add our primary text in here, and then we're going to add our headline. And then what you're going to do when it comes to call to action is you're going to click shop now. If this is an e-commerce product, you want to make sure that you always click shop now. And when it comes to promo codes, you do not want to offer promo codes for a customer seeing it for the first time, unless you have some sort of real special offer that you're doing within your business, maybe 50% off, you're looking to acquire long LTV customers. Most businesses will not want to do this, and I would advise on the cold side of your business, so traffic that you're hitting for the first time, not to use any discount codes at all. You want to utilize that in your retargeting. Then we're going to come in here and put the website. So we're just going to put, for the sake of this, I'm just going to put google.com, and then you're going to copy and paste that into the display link section and just remove the www there. So just to go through how you're going to set this up very quickly again, you are going to put in your headline, your primary text. You can put description text as well. Maybe you want to showcase how many happy customers you have. Maybe you want to showcase the fact that you're on Trustpilot. You can do all of that here, but this is the basic ad setup that you want to go with. Now what you're going to go ahead and do is click publish, and now we're going to move on to where this gets super interesting and where you can find out exactly what creative is working. So now what you want to do is you want to click on this button here, and you want to duplicate. Let's say you have 10 different ads and you want to utilize all of those ads, which by the way you should be doing. You want to have as many creatives as possible. You're just going to duplicate this out 9 times, or maybe you're going to duplicate it out 3 times based on how many creatives you have, and you're just going to click publish. So we'll just wait for this to publish a second, and then what we're going to do is we're not going to change any variables within these ads or within this campaign except one thing, and that is solely the creative. So now that we've duplicated all of these out, we could take this one here, and you want to name them accordingly as well. So you could put in ad 2 or whatever the creative is. You can just name that up here to your own liking. And then what you would want to do is come in and then take another creative and simply just click next again. And then you want to just come in here and publish. Now, the reason we are doing what we're doing here is because the first step of the process in 2024 is creative testing. Once you've ran this for 72 hours, you will be able to see exactly what creative is working the best, and you'll be able to then test audiences. You'll be able to start scaling. You'll be able to make iterations and different variants of winning ads to be able to double down on the results that you've already got. But when it comes to running ads, 2024, 2025 and beyond, creative is your way of targeting. So always remember that when you're making your videos. If you want to call out your customer at the beginning of the video, you will be able to target that way instead of specifically targeting through audiences. So just a rule of thumb for these types of campaigns, if you're seeing great results with this campaign in the first 48, 72 hours, a rule of thumb is just to scale by 20% every 72 hours until you hit that ceiling. And I've made a video specifically on scaling ads and the rules for scaling and how you can take this kind of setup and move it into a more powerful campaign that will have a huge impact on your business. I actually call it the gold standard growth scaling system. If you want access to that, you can go ahead, check out the link in description and get access to my free school community where that entire system is in there. And that is where we take this creative test and we then take the results from it. We find out what creatives are working the best, and then we put it into a paid acquisition system that's aggressive, that can make brands go from, for example, recently, a brand that went from 75,000 a month, I'll post it up here, to over 500,000 just within a few short months from using the paid acquisition system that I'm on about. But you always want to start off with a creative testing system like this that essentially doesn't have any variation change except the creative that is throughout all of the different ads. So look, if you like this video, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe, do all those good things, and drop a comment down below with what sort of content you would like to see in the future. And also check out the free community down below where you can get access to in-depth trainings like this. There is a crazy amount of content in there and it's completely free. You don't have to pay a penny for it. So look, I will see you in the next video. I'm going to leave a couple of videos that may be of interest to you here as well, and I will see you very soon.